applause. Thank you very much for a very warm round of applause. It was raining and snowing, and the weather is very cold today. And the roads are slippery. Despite such cold weather, with unchanging heart, I would like to offer my gratitude to all of you who are offering devotion today. Today is 1462nd Cheonshim Won special vigil devotion. On this day, throughout the world, through Zoom and YouTube, Korea, Japan, 18,160 places are connected with us. 41,000 brothers and sisters are gathering prayer and devotion. And there are nations who cannot attend this vigil due to the time, and they attend with the recorded video, including, if we include all the people who are attending the vigil or attending later, the number will increase a lot. From Cheonha Special District, to be honest, the weather is very bad, but 177 have come to the Trinity Center to offer prayer devotion. Cheonsuk Church 15, Iksan, Changwon, Ilshin. In this order, our brothers and sisters are attending vigil. From Heavenly Japan, Sendai Church, 139 have gathered. Nagano Church, 104. Masayama Church, 100. And every day they are attending vigil with 100 members. Aoi, Badai, Fukuoka, Okayama, Kochi, Oita, Takamasu, Toyama. In this order, our brothers and sisters are often praying and devotion in Heavenly Japan. Throughout the world, there are many members who are gathering prayer and devotion. From West Busan Church, it is their 400th vigil, offering prayer and devotion. Today, the long-term workshop trainees we have 600. Amongst them, spirituality workshop training 176, attendance workshop 30, spiritual academy 117. And those who went abroad as Church of Volunteer Corps 27, total 350 of them, the young people, have come to offer prayer and devotion, even going out to the world and offering their service. And not everyone came out tonight. To be honest, for the vigil, there are people who are working at the media, the system team, and various other teams. So everyone came out with the white Holy Mother Han T-shirt, and they are our future. As they deep root their faith deeper than the olive tree, and I'm certain they will endure through what kind of storm or tribulation they face. When you take a pilgrim for the pilgrimage to the Jerusalem, is there olive tree in the Gethsemane garden? It still is there. It deep rooted its root. So just like that, we should deep root our faith. So while we live in the physical world, we should walk the path of life of faith with unchanging heart and faith. As I've been here, I met a member who was from other church, the church where I used to work, and whenever I hear the members who have been working so hard at our church suddenly stop coming, and I think to myself, wasn't the root of that person's faith deep enough? And when you go to the Las Vegas to tour around for the pilgrimage, you will see trees being broken down, not because of the fact that they do not have deep root. How heartbreaking to see that. We must deep root our life of faith, and in order to do that, the opportunity for you to deep root your faith is Cheonshim Won devotion for for the workshop training, through general workshop, through spiritual workshop, through attendance workshop, through spiritual academy. I'm certain your root of faith will be so deeply into the ground. And there are many people who are attending spiritual worship for the first time, but there are people who are attending more than 2 times because they want to regain the spirituality. If they move forward with the conviction, they will receive grace and blessing. And I'm certain that if that person, whoever shouted out so loudly, deep root their faith, they will become someone who's very important. And our sister Pakumi has deep rooted her faith. So as she go out to the world and as she lived, it was hard for her to work at her job, and because she faced many difficulties, she realized that I shouldn't be like this, and she made her resolution. And there are many members like this, that I shouldn't live like this, I shouldn't be like this. It would be very problematic if you ascend to spirit world with the heart that I should not have lived like this. So she quit her job. She, without hesitating, she attended 40-day workshop. And if there's a child of yours whom you think that they shouldn't live like that, why don't you just make them to send them to the workshop? But if you let them just live, they will retreat and perish. No matter how good the job is, if one feels like something's wrong, then you must set a new start. As she attended 40-day workshop, she started to look at spirituality workshop training, and she saw trainees offering praise with earnest tears. As she looked at them, she was very moved. My brothers and sisters, your tears must be shed for the humanity. With the heart of parent, you must offer sweat for the ground, for the earth. And those who work hard with the sweat, they will create an environment where they can live well. So sweat for the earth. That is why it said sweat for the earth. What about tears? What is it for? Tears should be for humanity. The churches that revive must not let tears to be stopped. Deaconesses and elder members their prayers of tears should never dry out. And if such church exists, that church will be revived sooner. And even there's a church where the wooden floor of the church has broken down due to the tears kept on wetting the floor. Why haven't church been revived? After 17 years, true parents have made the global level foundation, but many of us, our church at the countryside, they may wonder why our church is empty, and I believe that church do not offer prayers and tears through their prayer. Tears should be for humanity, for the restoration of humanity. So the most precious time of this vigil is the praise of tears. Praise of tears truly revive people's heart. Even offering Hyojong testimony, when you give it with tears, it has greatest influence. If one gives testimony with tears, the person in England will receive that grace.
국제 수련하는 곳에 보내야 되겠다.
You may resolve them. I should send my child to international spirituality workshop. You will make that resolve, that determination. Because of that, if people started to resonate with others and resolve to attend spiritual workshops, attend this workshop, they will begin to deep root their faith. And one may begin offering devotion by starting with spiritual workshop, just like our spiritual academy, just like our sister. She has a certificate of official barista, so she was sent to attend the cafe spiritual academy. To be honest, I think she would have made very big mistake if she went straight to her work. At the Booktown attended cafe centering on Pastor Kim Choru, there are many spiritual academy trainees who are working there diligently. Despite the fact that she was with many good people, she thought to herself, why am I not working so well? And that made her to feel difficult. And if she went to the secular world job, then she would have been pressed down by that guilt, by that heart. However, because she was surrounded by good people, she realized that they are my brothers and sisters. They are my family. That's what she experienced. At our church, we always say that, oh, members. We have heard a lot of times about the members. And we have called true parents as our father and our mother more than our parents, right? Isn't that right? I think even for myself, my physical parents will be very sorrowful to hear that how much I have called my true parents as my parents. Time to time, I would only call my parents as my parents, father and mother, only when I meet them time to time. But every night I call to true parents as my father and my mother. We are attending one father, one mother, and we are members, but we are not experiencing this and live our life like that. In fact, if we receive pain, there are many members who receive pain, and there are many people who are hurt by the pastor, by the elder members, by the deacons, by the members of the church. And there are members who roared at the church with anger, and that's why they cannot come back. And because they say, I will never come back to church again, as they shout. And one might think that I must go back again. And Father came into their dream. They cannot come back. Why they shouted? They either go to other church. If there's a member who is living at your town who have been hurt and not coming to church, it is your responsibility, members of that church, to bring that person back. So if you make a person to fall apart, it's like tying yourself through your neck and dropping yourself to the water. So that is why you must offer calling out prayer and offer devotion. You must at least, have some pork and ask them to come so that you can do the barbecue with them, and that could also bring them to be revived, to be resurrected. And there are many Philippine members. I heard that there are many Philippine members who stopped coming to church after coming to Korea. This week, international department will be doing the service. They will be holding Christmas party for the Filipino members. I don't know how they did it, and because of that, Filipino members were able to join. Many people are coming to the Christmas workshop. So all the churches, if there are Filipino members who are not coming, you must invite them to the Christmas party and let them come. Ask them to come. Let them have cake. Let them have a party at the church. And if you do it, I thought it would be one great option for churches to take. How can you fulfill our name? World peace, world, anyways, Family Federation. How are we going to recognize and fulfill our Family Federation name? How are we going to community that community of Heavenly Parent? We must think about this, and so that even from the people from other religion, people of the secular world can truly feel that, oh, this church can truly give us the sensation that we are brothers and sisters. We can make this happen. Naturally, work of heaven will come down, will be unfolded, and everything will be accomplished naturally. If you have a church that gives pain to others, that turns their back, then that church will be left with such pain and suffering. The church that cannot revive means that they have someone who hurt others. A pastor might say, because of so and so, we're in big trouble. You must realize the century with spirit is settled down within that family, with that church, and you have to liberate liberate that spirit in order to not to be judged or accused. So, with great conviction, you take your move and set a new story. Our sister changed her heart. What can I do? I am lacking in many ways. I am the person who make mistakes. She has been clinging on to those, but her heart has changed. How can I give Heavenly Parents love to those who are coming to this cafe? How can I make them to feel Heavenly Parents' love? Her heart has changed. In fact, that attended cafe, not many people come to the cafe, but that attended cafe is doing very well in selling, and this was possible is because they are drawing people to them. So, amazing change has come to her. You must realize before and after you begin Cheonshim Won vigil, you must reflect yourself. If you do it, you'll see that heaven will give you blessing. And heaven will say, this is precious person. I need to use this person at Cheonwon. And she will be going up to Cheonwon. If you go to Cheonwon Cafe, you'll be able to see Park and me waiting to share Heavenly Parent and True Parents' love to you through her baking skills at Cheonwon. She will attend you. Today, Ilsin Grand Church Spiritual Academy Jo Jana have shared her testimony. I feel like it would be good if she could change her name. Jo Jana, that means like you have a small heart. Jana means are you sleeping? So I think if True Mother hears her name, I'm certain True Mother say change her name. There was someone shouting Audrey. I'm certain heaven will give her blessing. If you offer devotion, True Father can give you the name. Actually, True Mother, I was the first one whom True Mother changed the name. And she also, after changing my name, she changed other people's name. And for those who receive the name of Song, if they don't offer devotion, they don't deserve that name. In fact, Spirit World will accuse them. There are many people who have received a new name from True Mother. And I'm pretty sure many other members know that.
어머님이 지어주면서부터는
From the moment when you're renamed by your mother, you must become completely a new person. So someone named Saul,
하지 말고 바울로 하라.
his name was renamed as a Paul, and he become completely a new person.
아주
아주
팔자가 완전히 바꿔지는
his
겁니다.
destiny have changed completely.
새로운 이름을 얻으면은
Once you
팔자가
receive a new name, your destiny will change.
이름만, 이 좋은 이름
But
가지면
if
좋은
you
일이 생긴다고만
just change your
생각하고
name, thinking
조건을
that
안
by having name good things will happen. If you don't set condition, there's no change. There won't be any change.
대한민국
Republic of Korea, 대한민국. How amazing that the name of that country is. That is name of chosen people. Its literal translation is
책임하지 못하면은
the country of people of great Han.
달라붙어 참소.
So if you don't set condition, if you let Satan to work through you, you will live a harsher and harder life.
가정 상황이 참 어려워가지고
Because one's life is so difficult, and a person offer great prayer. One person might offer prayer in his or her own stance, but from heaven's point of view, that heart was not reached, and that's why our sister Chojana, she lost her faith, feeling that she has not been she has received feeling that she has not been responded by God, and she was away from the faith for 4 years. And what did she? Who offered devotion? Because of whose devotion that allowed her to revive? It was her mother's devotion. So after attending 3-day workshop, after attending 40-day workshop, after attending 40-day spirituality workshop, in order to pay the grace back, the grace that she has received back to Heavenly Parent, she has joined Spiritual Academy. She joined as the workshop as a coordinator. So from the 3-day workshop all the way up to the spiritual workshop, how long did it take for her? Somebody listened very well. I think she should be very smart. 400 days. This is God's providence. This is providence of restoration. Providence of restoration through the indemnity. The number is required to pay the indemnity. If mother can offer greater devotion, then time could be shortened. So through 400 days, heaven has worked, and she attended the spiritual workshop, and she was able to feel her mother's heart deeply, and she realized how precious our members are. And she has been working and recording how many members have attended, how many people attended in its church. And she recorded that 5 people have come, and she has 600. That church has 600 visual. But I would have scolded that church. But this person is truly amazing. Even when a church has 5 people who's been offering 500 devotion, she thought that how difficult would they be as they offer this much devotion, and still they don't have only few people. And how precious are they? And this sister is really amazing to think that way. And as she, a person offering devotion at a church by oneself, she thinks that how precious is that person, how sad, how difficult situation he is in, and that is why he's offering devotion. What is it? So if there's a church offering alone, if there's a church where vigil is offered by one person, why don't we give a big hand? In the past, read True Father's prayer. When True Father offered prayer at the Sunday service, he would offer prayer that, please remember pastors, please offer the witnesser who's offering and taking care of the altar all by himself or herself. And that altar, if the pastor or witnesser shed tears, based on, depending on how much tears have shed, that's how much the church will be revived.
아주
If tears are offered to revive one person, that's how much one has to offer
교회를 위해
devotion.
나라를 위해 눈물을
So if you offer,
도와줘가지고
if you shed tears for the people, for the nation, for the true mother, heaven will work through the tears. Righteous people will come out to you. This is amazing.
여러분 혼자라도 기도.
So please offer prayer, even if it means that you have to pray by yourself. Just offer prayer.
기도해야 됩니다.
Even if no one else is praying, you must offer prayer in one heart.
정말로 큰 깨달음.
So she has truly received
훈련부장
amazing realization as she became coordinator, as she saw a member desperately praying, as she listened to the testimony. She realized that how much she has been distant through the residence prayer workshop. She realized that how much distance she had with Holy Mother Han's heart. And she shed great tears as she realized this. And she has been clinging on to those hard. And she offered her words that I'm sorry that I couldn't be more desperate the second generation. She was able to realize how important our spiritual workshop is. As we see more and more children coming up to have elevated heart, elevated spirituality, we cannot help but to have hope. Our sister Kwon Ha-yeon have shared Hyojong report, given us the Hyojong report very well. She gave report on 9th Cheonshim Residence Prayer Workshop. And she was the captain of the workshop, and she was able to create the report today. She graduated Summer University. She was at a position where she can help but to fall into the secular world habit, and because her parents requested her to join spiritual workshop, she joined spiritual workshop, and she began as one of the first members of the spirituality academy. She has done many times as a coordinator and joined spiritual workshop, and she began as one of the first members of the spirituality academy. She has done many times as a coordinator, and eventually she has become a staff of Cheonshim Won team, and now she's working diligently. Cheonshim Residence Prayer Workshop. Do you remember what she said, right? Do you realize what she said? So, when True Mother was talking about the Cheonshim Won providence, True Mother told us to find Cheonshim, find heaven's heart, find Heavenly Parent's heart. Oh, this is Heavenly Parent's heart. This is True Parent's heart. You must have that experience. Heavenly Parent's True Parent's heart is the Cheonshim, is the heaven's heart. So there are people who are crying, pounding their chests, all those things happening. So when we offer resonance prayer, we must have the experience of resonance occurring. If heaven is sorrowful, then you should also feel sorrowful, pounding your chest, pounding the ground with your feet. You must use all your body and heart. That is through the prayer. That is what you call the occurrence of resonance. So do not think that prayer is quiet. You must realize how resonance occurs. So you must find Cheonshim. Oh, this is Cheonshim. But it's not the end when you find Cheonshim. Once you taste it, you must keep on develop yourself in order to fully one with Cheonshim. You must develop Cheonshim, heaven's heart, within your heart. If there's a in the past, farmers would set on fire on their farm in order to kill unnecessary plants that are intervening with growing their own crops. So we must do like that. We must burn out everything and and get all the roots out that are unnecessary. They're harming our crops, and only then you can make the grounds usable. So what most true parents were is said that you should organize your field. You should not have you should have good soil to plant and sow plants in the good fields, right? So that is why you must reflect yourself, and by reflect you must quickly see where you're at from Heavenly Parents. There was one of the testimony saying that I haven't developed my spirituality yet. So that person developed spirituality more and more and more, and she was able to become a person who can enter on our prayer with great focus, and through that she received more energy. Heaven's work has unfolded through the prayer. As one offered prayer for giving main message for Chanyam, many people resonate with the words with the Chanyam, within the life. We must enter a life of resonance. So even if you're a barista at a cafe, you must become a barista of Cheonshim resonance. So please eat this and that to feel Heavenly true parents. This is one of the methods for us to truly realize Heaven's heart within our lives. So all the churches must center on Cheonshim resonance words, Cheonshim resonance Hundok, Cheonshim resonance volunteer service, Cheonshim resonance praise. All of us must follow Cheonshim resonance. Once you do it, you will realize that, this is Heavenly Prayer finally came to me. Heaven, in the dream, Heaven told me that Heaven will send us the righteous people, and many of our elder members met righteous people through their prayer. When I was doing witnessing, Jesus came down, and Jesus told me that after 40 days, someone who can give you great power will come to you. So after 40 days, I was thinking, today's the 40 days, and I waited. And at that time, Pastor Yeowan sent me out to the witnessing to practice my witnessing. And now, as I was touring around to find someone who had witnessed very well, and as I visited all the houses, I couldn't meet that person. And so I was thinking to myself, I'm not meeting that person, I'm to be able to person. So as I was walking, there was a small house on the corner, so I went to that house. I knocked on the door, a missus came out. She said, "Who are you?" So without saying, I said, "God has sent me here." How surprised she would be. She brought me to her room and asked me to offer prayer for her, and I offered prayer with all my body and heart for her. And I brought her to Sunday. Do you believe this or not? If you don't believe it, go to Gangjongsi pastor of Cheonwon Church, ask him whether this happened or not. So such amazing incident can occur. Jesus can work through you, hoping to meet you. The day that He prepared to meet you will come to you. Because you must have absolute faith that day will come. If you cannot offer Cheonshim resonance prayer, to attend 3 times, attend 7 times. There was someone who attended 7 times. I shared testimony. And she said that every time she attended, she felt like a new workshop. If you cannot attend it doesn't work for 7 times, you should attend 12 times until the moment where you can offer Cheonshim resonance prayer. If you do it, amazing things will unfold. With Cheonshim praise, Cheonshim words, Cheonshim Hundok, Cheonshim prayer, you can settle Cheonshim within your heart. Only then you can become Cheonbom. And once you truly settle down to Cheonbom, the true Cheonri국 will unfold starting from you. So when I was having inaugural ceremony as a Cheonshim president, there were two people who shared their message to me. And that really checked me whether I am adequate. So you must reflect yourself whether you're offering Cheonshim resonance prayer. Who is the subject of the subjective spirit world? They are heavenly parents, true parents, and absolute spirits. So once you resonate with subjective spirit world, you realize that your words, your prayer, your praise, your life will totally change, centering on them. And that subject have another subject. Who is that? Who is that person? There is another set of subjects who are Satan, who are evil spirits. Due to the fall of human beings, Satan and the fallen humanity who have turned to evil spirits, creating resonance with others, making fallen nature to be revealed by all the people of this world. Behind this, there are many spirits who are living like this. So if you don't liberate these spirits, you're in big trouble. This is Cheonshim Won providence. This is Cheonshim Won devotion. This is Cheonbom work. That is why this is the last time. This is last phenomenon right now, where everything is changing from Satan to the world, to the heavenly parent. The place has already been prepared for us. That is why true parents proclaim Foundation Day of Cheonri국, and Cheonri국 has settled down in 2020. So through entrance ceremony of Cheonri국 Sanctum, we were able to attend heavenly parents substantially. We were able to live our lives attending heavenly parents substantially. In this amazing era, as we live, if we cannot still resonate with Cheonshim, if we're still resonating with our selfish heart, selfish mind, and if we cannot center ourselves with 4 points foundation and inheritance of heaven's love and blessing, if you cannot do this, then you are in big trouble. Even if you cannot experience that your Father is working in subjective spirit world and live according to your desire, then you should not live like that. Even Songilcheol, to Songilcheol president, true Father said, "Go quickly, go quickly, go quickly." What would true Father say if he didn't go? So, heavenly parent and true parents who are working and living through us, they are the ones who are working through us. True Mother, although she is in a small detention cell, but her spirit is free. Within all of your hearts, True Mother will come down. No matter where you are, you'll be able to attend Creator Heavenly Parent. You have a true parent. True Mother has made an era where we can attend Heavenly Parent substantially within our lives. But if we don't let Heavenly Parent, True Father, come into our heart, if you don't if you offer prayer that let me have Heavenly Parent, True Father, absolute spirit world to come into my heart throughout prayer, you will experience heaven's heart. Thank you. For us to resonate with heaven's heart, let us offer a big round of applause to President Igizal, who have given us words filled with grace.